Hi folks, welcome to Wings of Aero, Advanced Education and Research Organization. First of all, heartily congratulations to our Wings of Aero learners for clearing GATE Aerospace 2021 in just 4 months of preparation. Anyways, in this video, I will give you a clear solution of this question based on torsion of a thin wall closed section beam. A two-wall sail wing box is shown in figure. The sail wall of 1.5 mm thickness and shear modulus of 27 gigapascal. If the structure is subjected to a torque of 12 kilonewton meter, then the wall AD, as shown in figure, will experience a shear stress of magnitude in terms of megapascal, and they have said we need an answer in terms of round off to 1 decimal places. So this is what they have given. First of all, let's see what are the given data. They have given the thickness 1.5 mm, convert that in terms of meter, given shear modulus 27 gigapascal, convert in terms of pascal, torque T 12 kilonewton meter, convert that in terms of newton meter. First of all, before starting this calculation, let's see what they ask. Now what they find is we need to see that how much amount of shear stress that this wall had been sharing. Now in this AD wall, it is sharing, it is a common wall to both the cell 1 and cell 2. First of all, let's put the cell number. So we have two cells. Let's consider this ADEFA cell 1 and ABCDA as cell 2. Now in this cell, so AD is a common wall that experienced by both the cell 1 and cell 2. So we need to find out how much amount of shear stress that it occurs. Now we know that we know a formula, that is shear flow. We know the formula shear flow equals to shear stress into thickness. Now when we want to find for this particular AD section, so we need to find out how this interference between Q1 minus Q2 or Q2 minus Q1 is taking place. So for that we need to solve what is the value of Q1 and Q2, or then only we can able to find out this value. Now let's find out the area of the cell 1. Now area of the cell 1 and cell 2 are being shown over here. So we can easily find out cell 1 and cell 2 area, which is in terms of meter square. Now let's recall that what is Bredbato theory. So Bredbato theory, you know, there is a summation of torque 1 and torque 2 of this two cell. So further we can find out this torque in terms of shear flow and area. So Q1 is the shear flow at the cell 1, and Q2 is a shear flow at the cell 2. A1 is the area of the cell 1, A2 is the area of the cell 2. Combining this, you will get it. Now, if you don't know what is Bredbato theory, link will be in the description box or in the top corner for the suggested videos. Please go through the video so you will have the better clarity what is Bredbato theory, and I have solved many videos based on the Bredbato theory. You can look for it. Now coming to this thing, let's substitute the values. These values are given in the given data. Area we can find, area 1 and area 2 we can find. So we can, by resolving and simplifying, we get this equation 1. Now always we need another equation to find two unknown parameters. So let's consider another concept of angle of twist per unit length. So beta represents the angle of twist per unit length where theta represents the angle of twist and L represents the angle of, that is, unit length. This is a formula for it. Q is a shear flow, S is the perimeter, A is the area, G is the shear modulus, T is the thickness. Now again, as per the concept, when we are using a multi-cell unit, that is more than one cell, we know that the angle of twist per unit length remains same. That is, beta 1 is going to be beta 2. Now if I want to make for each and every wall elements, that is what is AD, then we have DE, then EF, then FA, for an example. Okay, what is FA? Fine. Now we are going to find for these things. So we are going to split up all those wall, and with each and every respective of wall we will have a different kind of shear flow. Okay, so shear flow at the cell 1 is common, that is Q1, but AD wall is an interference between the cell 1 and cell 2. So when we are finding out the AD parameter with respect to cell 1, we will write something like this, that is Q1 minus Q2. Now into we have DS. What is DS? Is a perimeter. But what is the distance of this AD? Is given 300 mm. So we are converting that into meter, that is 0.3 meter. Similarly for the other parameters. Next we have DE. DE is Q1, and what is the distance is 0.2 meter. Then simultaneously let's see EF. EF is also Q1. Now we have what is the distance, it's 0.3. Then AF, the same thing, we have Q1, and what is the distance is 0.2, right? And what is A1? A1 area is 0.2 into 3, right? So similar way we will find for the second, that is beta 2 also. Beta 2, what you see here, let me change the color. Now when you find for the cell 2, here this AD wall is a common wall which is sharing with the cell 1. Now when you are finding for that with respect to cell 2, we will write Q2 minus of Q1 into what is the distance. Similar way we will find the DC, the BC and the BA, where all the perimeters are remain same, that is 0.3 of each, and also the shear flow is Q2, and we have substituted the area is A2 as 0.3 into 0.3. Now from here we will cancel off the common terms. Here we common term is 2 G G T T, then here 0.3 and 0.3 will get cancelled off, and we get this equation. Now further simplification of that equation, we get this, and keeping the Q1 in one side and Q2 in another side, we get some Q1 in terms of Q2. Let's consider that equation 3. Now focusing the equation 1 and 3, right? Now we can easily solve. How? By simply substituting the equation 3 in equation 1. So after resolving, we get this value 6000 equals to Q2 of 0.145. Now easily we can resolve that. What is the value of Q2? We are getting around 41390.7 Newton per meter. Now we can again either of any one of the equations we can substitute. Let me substitute in equation 3. So after substituting this Q2 value in equation 3, we get around Q1 around 37913.907 Newton per meter. Now coming to the point is what is our requirement, what is asked in this question. They ask what is the shear stress acting on this AD wall. So we can easily rewrite that the tau AD equals to shear flow at the AD by the thickness. Thickness is common to all the wall. If it is varying, so you can change accordingly, but here it is same. Now what is AD? Either we can use Q1 minus of Q2, since we can use magnitude, they have used a word called magnitude. Then when we simplify this, we will get it. Now similar way we have substitute the values of Q1 minus Q2. We get 3482.793 and T value we have substituted. Now we get around 2321862 Pascal. Now in the question they have asked in terms of megapascal. So we can convert that in terms of megapascal and one decimal place, that is 2.3. It is coming around 2.3. But as per the gate result what they have declared, they have given the ranges from 2.1 to 2.5 and which is coming absolutely within the range. So if you have further any requested video, you can write us in the comment box or mail us in this given mail ID. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for further updates. Till then, take care. Bye bye.